morning, Mom. We're here to apply for the EDSA assessment and food processing NC. Okay, please take your seat. So, good morning. Can I have your transaction slip? Kindly fill out this application form and as well as the self-assessment guide. May I also remind you that you need to provide passport size picture with white background and with color to attach in your application form and admission slip. Are you done? Yes, Mom. Let me see. Okay, so you may now proceed to the cashier's office to pay the assessment fee. After that, please proceed to the office for further instruction.
May I have your transaction number? Okay, you have to pay 4,500 pesos for the assessment fee. I received 4,500. Here is your receipt. Thank you very much. Next, may I have your transaction number? Okay, you have to pay 4,500 pesos for assessment fee. I received 4,500. Here is your receipt. Thank you very much.
Have a seat. So, okay, here is your admission slip. Don't forget to bring this during the assessment. Furthermore, you also need to bring your own tools or the assessment center. We provide the tools and other assessment package. Your assessment was scheduled on May 20, 2025 at exactly 8 a.m. Be sure to come in the assessment center on before the allotted time. So, good luck.
Thank you, Mom. Good morning, ma'am. May I just confirm if you already received our email regarding the upcoming assessment of our candidates for food processing in situ, which will be held on May 20, 2025.
Yes, I already received your email. I will be sending your representative during the assessment. We'll also provide the assessment package as soon as possible.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Good day, ma'am. How can I help you? The Camarines Sur Polytechnic Colleges contact me earlier regarding the assessment which will be held on May 20, 2025. I'm assigning you as the TESDA representative. Kindly prepare the necessary documents or assessment package and communicate them immediately.
Noted, ma'am. I will immediately process the assessment package.
Good day, ma'am. How may I help you?
Good day, sir. I'd like to clarify if you already received our email regarding the upcoming assessment.
Yes, ma'am. I already received your email. I accept your request to be the assessor. And may I request, ma'am, a copy of the assessment package?
Of course, sir. I handed it over to you as the TESDA representative endorsed it into us.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you very much.
day, everyone. So I am Marvin Panton Martire, an accredited assessor for food processing NC2. I would like to acknowledge the presence of our TESDA representative, Ms. Figuracion. So you don't have to worry about her presence because she is here to oversee the conduct of the competency assessment. So she is here to check whether the conduct of the competency assessment is in accordance with the prescribed competency standard methodologies and procedures. So she will not assist you. So I would also remind the both of you that we are being recorded through CCTV cameras and live streamed in the TESDA Provincial Office and TESDA Regional Office 5. So I have here your written consent, which means that you, including me, agreed to be recorded, and on the other terms, share your CCTV footage to the authorized representative indicated in this form. So I have also here your accomplished application form and self-assessment guide, which determines that you are already willing to undergo in the assessment. So before we start, let us have first your attendance. So once I call your name, you will proceed here in front and bring your admission slip and sign the attendance sheet. Okay, let's start. So first candidate, Camille Bacquiao. May I have your admission slip? Kindly sign the attendance sheet. Pamay Recchio, may I have your admission slip? Okay, you may now sign the attendance sheet. So now let's start with the orientation. So today we are going to conduct a competency assessment for food processing NC2. So when we say assessment, this is the collection of data to consider whether you are already competent to perform different tasks indicated in this specific qualification. Today, you will undergo in the assessment procedure for food processing NC2, wherein I am going to assess your skills in food processing and preservation. This qualification has 3 competency, which consist of basic, common, and core competency. The core competency will be used as basis for you to acquire COC or the Certificate of Competency. The core competency is divided into unit of competencies such as 1. Processed food by salting, curing, and smoking. Processed food by fermentation and pickling, that's number 2. 3. Processed food by sugar concentration. 4. Processed food by drying and dehydration. Then, number 5. Processed food by thermal application. There will be an allotted time for each competency to be performed. For food processing by salting, curing, and smoking, you must perform it for 1 hour. For processed food by fermentation and pickling, you must perform it for 1 hour also. For food processing through sugar concentration, you must perform it for 1 hour. While for food processing by drying and dehydration, you must perform it for 3 hours. And lastly, for food processing by thermal application, you must perform it for 2 hours. The assessment will be done through practical demonstration, and of course, at the end of this assessment, you will also undergo in oral questioning. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
We have also things that we need to consider if there are any religious practices being observed by your religion. Just tell me and I will allow you to do so. For example, if you need to pray at a specific time this day, tell me and I will allow you. For those candidates that need to take their medication or maintenance within the duration of the assessment, so you just approach me and I will allow you to do so. If in case that you need to use the bathroom, it is just located over there, and kindly approach the technical personnel for further instructions. So be also reminded with the do's and don'ts during the conduct of the assessment. So follow the security and safety procedure. So that would be a must. So then follow rules and regulation on the use of facilities. Take note that using cell phones and other gadgets during the assessment is not allowed. Furthermore, loitering during the conduct of the assessment or within the premises of the assessment area is also not allowed. And lastly, leaving the premises without informing me as your assessor and other staff is also not allowed. Also, be mindful that all the documents that we will be gathering in this assessment will be considered as confidential. So, if in case that you are not satisfied with the result of the assessment, you can appeal or you may write an appeal to the AC manager immediately after the assessment. If you notice that the process of the assessment was not followed and there are disagreements on the process, you can appeal and you may not sign the reading sheet or the CARS or the competency assessment result summary. So for the issuance of the COC, it would be done as follow. So the NC or the COC is issued by the provincial office where the assessment took place upon the presentation of CARS, and it is valid for 5 days period, and you may claim it 3 working days. It means that Saturday, Sunday, and the holidays is not included. So you should bring this following materials within claiming the COC. So first is the CARS or the competency assessment summary. Then next we have the passport size picture with color and white background. Then we have the or it must be also with clear face and high quality and in or printed in photo paper. So the certification fee costs 50 pesos, so you need also to provide that. So if the COC will be claimed by the representative, so only two kinds of representative is allowable by the law. So first is the immediate family. They need to bring original copy of your CARS and then special power of attorney. For the immediate family, if they are going to receive or they are going to claim your COC, they need to provide first is your original copy of your CARS or your competency assessment result summary, and of course the power of attorney or authorization letter. So you may access the authorization letter at the www.tesda.gov.ph, or you may proceed physically in the TESDA provincial office. So for the liaison representative, they should provide a clear copy of their ID, your competency assessment summary, and of course the accreditation ID of the claimant. So for the renewal, so the COC or the national certificate is or can be renewed for 5 years. So you need to bring your original copy of your previous national certificate and the certificate of employment. A candidate for full qualification assessed as not yet competent may apply for reassessment anytime at their own convenience. Reassessment shall only focus on the specific areas not satisfactorily achieved. However, the candidate shall pay the full assessment fee promulgated by the board. And that ends our orientation. I hope that you understand all the information regarding this assessment. So thank you very much. You may now proceed to your workplace area. Okay, so once again, good morning. So this will be our assessment area. So I'll assigning you as candidate number 1 and you are candidate number 2. So we have here the assessment instruction, and you read the assessment instruction, and you may ask me if you have any questions. Do you understand the instruction? So, okay, if you have any questions, you may ask now, because as the assessment begins, I will no longer entertain any calls. So, do you have any questions? Okay, so we have the instructions. Okay, you may now start doing the different competencies. But first, we will start at core competency number 1, which is processing fish through curing, smoking, and salting. You may now proceed to your workplace area. Okay, let us now proceed with the oral questioning. So, candidate number 1, you may now proceed over here. Okay, so how was the experience in the assessment?
Can I answer your questions more in Tagalog?
Of course.
The experience po, maganda naman po, like new experience po, new knowledge po about food processing.
Okay, so for your question, so why wearing PPE important?
Wearing PPE po is very important para po maiwasan yung mga hazard, then yung mga pwede pa maging ma-face po ng mga sa ginagawa po namin.
So, I thought that you mean about the injuries that you may encounter in the workplace. So, next question. So, why proper handling of tools important?
Proper handling po ng tools is very important. Lalo na kung hindi mo po alam yung proper tools po, kung paggamit po ng proper tools, pwede ka pong masugatan po sa ginagawa.
Okay, so very good. Next, candidate number 2. Okay, so candidate number 2. How do you feel about the assessment?
Can I answer Tagalog, sir?
Yes, of course. You may answer in Tagalog.
Medyo po kinabahan at hindi ko nagawa ng maayos yung mga ginawa.
Okay, so let us now proceed with your question. So, for you, why wearing PPE important?
Para po maiwasan na magkasugat-sugat yung mga kamay natin at maiwasan yung pagka-injury.
Okay, so very good. So, another question. Why proper handling of tools important?
Para maiwasan po magka-injury at magka-sugat yung mga kamay natin.
Okay, so very good. So you may now exit first and I'll call you later to give your feedback.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so kindly sign the rating sheet. Okay, so kindly sign also the competency assessment result summary. Okay, so congratulations, candidate number 1. You have already performed all the required tasks for this qualification. So, I don't observe any mistakes while performing in the while you perform the different unit of competency in this qualification. So, once again, congratulations. Okay, candidate number 2, you may now proceed here. Okay, kindly sign the rating sheet. Okay, so also kindly sign this competency assessment summary result. Okay, thank you very much. So, in my observation, you become hesitant to perform the different unit of competency in this qualification. So, that means that you are not yet competent with the unit of competency. So, for the meantime, I will mark you as not yet competent, but you don't have to worry because you may apply for reassessment at your own convenience. And also, if you have any questions or queries about the assessment, you may also appeal in the AC manager's office. So, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.